Hi Mo, this is Kate Bortinsky, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's in it for her? Well, the answer's simple. Oftentimes most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how to improve their online marketing strategy and the benefits it would have for them and their company. And other times, the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. So I have found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hand saying, "Hey Kate, I like you. Can you just handle this for me, please?" So if by the end of this video you liked what you've seen and you're thinking, yeah, this information could really move the needle for my business, shoot me a message and we can have a deeper conversation. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I give you and do it yourself, that works for me too. No harm, no foul. Now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. What is content? Content is how Google knows what you do and who you do it for. Content is the information highlighted on your website that Google is sending back to their algorithm to tell them what you should be found for. There's also content that you can't read on your website, like images. If you right-click on your images and hit Save As, you can see that there's keywords hidden behind your images. Some of the images, like this one, are optimized, but other ones, like this one on your website, is not optimized. You can add some keyword content right here. So when we don't have enough content, and specifically keyword-rich content that your customers are searching for, how would Google know to show your business for that search term? We have found that most sites ranking in the top spots on Google have a minimum of 1,500 to 2,400 words on their website, and they're using the right keywords throughout their content. So I went ahead and pulled a word counter, and right now your site is sitting at 2,280 words. That's pretty great, and it's right in line for where you want to target. So now let's go ahead and check out one of your competitors, Nick's Auto Detail. Their website has 5,751 words on their homepage. So they're using more keyword-rich content than you are, and that's getting their website more visits. So if you want to go in and beat them, you'll want to add 500 to 1,000 more words of content on your website over what they have on theirs. So now this is a tool that I use called Ahrefs. Anyone can use it. I pay a few $100 a month for it. Essentially, it gives me behind the scenes insights of your competition and shows the keywords that they're ranking for to attract your customers. This helps me pinpoint the keywords that you should be targeting as well. So when I ran a quick scan of Nick's Auto Detail, and if I click on their keywords here, it will show me the exact keywords that your competition is ranking for and what your customers are searching for every month. So as you can see, they're ranking highest for premium auto detailing with 150 searches a month, sitting in the 5th position. Ceramic auto coating near me with 100 searches a month, also in the 5th position. This is a blog post that's ranking, and then their branding details. So Nick's Auto Detail and Detailing with 130 searches a month. So when we go back to your site though, and we click into your keywords, you're ranking higher than they are for auto detailing, which is great. But now let's search for ceramic, and we can see that you're not ranking for any keywords here. If I also search for tint to see what words you're ranking for, we can see that window tinting Ann Arbor, you're sitting in the 38th spot. Window tint Ann Arbor, you're sitting in 40th. So this is because you're not optimized for these key terms. So to kind of give you an example of the traffic that you're missing out on, when we search window tint Ann Arbor, A2 Customs comes up as the #1 search result. So in their keywords, we're going to search for tinting. And we can see their top 3 results are pertaining to Ann Arbor window tinting. And those 3 are getting us about 140 searches a month. Window tinting in Jackson is getting about 90 searches a month here. And then when we look at Nick's ceramic coating search results, we're seeing that they're getting about 100 searches a month from that. So going back to your site, we can see that your top search results are Auto Detailing Ann Arbor with 80 searches a month, sitting in the 2nd position, Ann Arbor Car Detailing at 70 searches a month, Car Detailing Ypsilanti at 50 searches a month, and Premium Auto Detailing with 150 searches a month, and you're sitting in the 4th position. So when a potential customer is looking for your detailing services, your business is at the top. But when they're looking for your high-ticket items, like window tinting and ceramic coating, your business is nowhere to be found. And ultimately, that's costing your business thousands of dollars. So the first thing that you need to do to dominate your competition online is incorporate more keyword-rich content onto your homepage and your service pages, because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. Now check this out. When we search Auto Detailing Ann Arbor, the first thing we see is Google Ads being ran at the top. And Google Ads, they can be a great way to generate some quick leads, but that's not something that I want to cover with you today. So moving on to the second key thing that I want to show you today, that's citations. So you're probably thinking, what's a citation and why do they matter? And that's a great question. So you can see here the Google Maps section, or what we refer to as the map pack. You can see the business's name, address, phone number, and that's known as your NAP. This is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So a citation is your name, address, and phone number on places like Yelp, the BBB, Yellow Pages, Facebook, and a couple hundred other directories. So now you might be asking, hey Kate, how do I rank in maps? So let me explain the number one thing that you can do today to push your business up the map pack. Most companies in the number one spot on Google have around 150 citations. When you have more citations than your competitor, you gain more trust from Google than they do, which pushes you above them in the map pack. So now you're thinking, great, how do I do that? Well, it's really simple. I'll use sites like WhiteSpark or BrightLocal that will tell me exactly what directories your competition is listed on, and from there, I'll literally go down the list and get you on the same ones. But I don't stop there, because we don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 150 citations, you want to match them and then add 100 to 200 more so that it takes them a long time to catch back up. So if you spend some time getting more citations than the top businesses in the map pack, you can take over the top spot, and that would generate more business for you. So now let's talk about the third and final key thing that I want to cover with you today, link juice, which is also referred to as backlinks. So if we go back to the search result and search ceramic coating Ann Arbor, and we scroll down past the map pack, you can see that your site's not in the top spots. The top business on Google gets about 39% of the clicks, while the second spot gets only 18%. So that top spot is where you want to be, and to get there, you need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to your backlinks, and a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice, kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this gives site B authority. It's kind of like a popularity contest, and the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link is. So let me give you an example. If you get a local blog or an industry-related site, such as one of your suppliers, like maybe Tint Depot or somebody like that linking back to you, that's a great backlink. But if you're an auto detailing company, and you get a backlink from, say, Zingerman's linking to you, that's not so great because you don't sell sandwiches. So to show you where you and your competitors stand and where you need to work to outrank them, let's take a look at a couple of profiles back in Ahrefs, and let's look at your profile first. So here's your overview, and your DR score measures the quality and the quantity of the backlinks to your website, whereas your UR score focuses on the number of backlinks pointing to one single URL address. So you currently have a DR score of 0 and a UR score of 7 with 58 backlinks. When I click into these backlinks and then I filter out all the spam links, we can see that there's only 19 legitimate backlinks. So let's look at some of your competitors' websites for comparison. Again, when we search Window Tint Ann Arbor, the first company in the #1 spot is A2 Customs. So when we go to their profile, they've got a DR score of 16, a UR score of 7, and 467 backlinks. And once I filtered out the spam links, they still have 389 good backlinks. Now when we search for ceramic coating in Ann Arbor, we see that Nix Auto Detail, Ceramic Pro, and Precision Auto are the top 3 search results. So if we go back to Nix, we can see that they have a DR score of 11, a UR score of 9, and 58 backlinks. When we go to Ceramic Pro, they have a DR score of 72, a UR score of 32, and 54,000 backlinks. Now yes, they are a national brand, but that ranking power boosts their location pages, so they are highly competitive in any market that they're in. And then lastly, let's look at Precision. So Precision Auto and Novi, they have a DR score of 9, a UR score of 11, and 177 backlinks. These websites are ranking higher than yours because they have stronger, more relevant backlinks than you do. By adding even just one good backlink, it can be worth more authority to Google than over 100 irrelevant backlinks. So once again, how do we get these? Well, with Ahrefs, we can see exactly which sites are linking back to them, and we can go get these same links for your business as well. Getting you to the top of Google is not magic. It's a method, and I've shown you that method today. So in closing, we went over first, content. You need to incorporate more keyword-rich content with at least 500 to 1,000 more words than your next competitor on their homepage and service pages. Second, citations. You need to have 100 to 200 more citations to beat out your nearest competition by a landslide. And then third, link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing to your website to show Google that you have more authority than your competitors. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. So what now? Well, you can either take this information that I've shared with you today and run with it on your own. Again, I'm totally cool with that. No harm, no foul. Just send me a quick note that you watched this video and your thoughts on it. I'd really appreciate your feedback. However, if you're looking to partner with an industry expert that can generate some quality keyword-rich content, get you more citations than your competitors, and dominate the backlink game, you can give me a call at 810-358-5645, and we can have a deeper conversation. Once again, this is Kate Bortinsky, and my phone number is 810-358-5645. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.